newborns are just unpredictable. One moment, like everything is going on well, the next moment, there's a relapse, and that I think is something that most moms can relate with. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nudi, and today I will have a conversation about life with a newborn and just general motherhood tips that I have when it comes to newborns. So I have had newborns 4 times, so that sort of makes me like a semi-expert a bit on handling newborns. And so I delivered my current newborn is 1 month old, and yeah, so I just wanted to give some tips around motherhood and what I am learning. One of the things that I'm learning about motherhood is that every newborn is different. You might have one experience with one newborn and a whole totally different experience with another one. The experience is not similar, and so I would not say that every child has to be exactly the same way. What I'm saying is there are certain nuggets that are true across board. So, for example, let me start with my first child, which I delivered 11 years ago, going 12. She was extremely colicky. That child was crying the entire childhood. I don't understand what was going on. Like, she was always crying. She barely added weight. I'm beginning to realize now that maybe it's just because I have an issue with milk. My milk production is low. But then I didn't know then. My second born, Mali, one of the calmest babies I've ever met, like calm to a pulp. And for her, I rarely had any issue apart from the first month that she was very colicky as well, which I'm also thinking might have been linked to not having enough milk. And she was basically she lived on Greek water. Like, she drank so much Greek water, that one I don't I don't think it's possible for a human being to drink that much Greek water. But I just needed to catch a sleep because that delivery was also really bad and I needed to have some time off. My third child, the calmest baby that I've ever had. This my current child, I attempted to breastfeed for a week until he got to a point he was now very dehydrated. When I realized that this thing is not for me, I'll not kill myself trying to produce milk and the milk is not coming out. And I'm ending up looking at me like he's understanding what I'm saying. Like, he was very dehydrated at some point. And so I just decided, like, this is not going to be my story. Like, I'm not going to struggle anymore. And I just gave up and started on formula. Yeah, so my life with him is pretty much almost similar with my life with my last 3 children. With Ariella, that was a whole different story. Like, I think I was just winging it. I didn't understand what that was, but like, it was one of the hardest times of my life. I had like legit postpartum depression. I was overweight. I was everything. Like, and I knew the only way was to breastfeed, and so I struggled. But with the last 3, my sleep struggle, which I think a lot of moms can relate to sleep struggle, mine only lasts for like 2 weeks. Like, by the time my children are 6 weeks, they are pretty much sleep trained. And so they wake up for a feed or two at night and they go back to sleep almost immediately. With Fadili, he never even used to wake up. And because he was just gaining weight and as was supposed to, I stopped struggling to wake him up because moms, I call them perfect moms. Perfect moms will tell you, wake up the baby, let the baby feed. I didn't see the need. The baby was overweight as it stands. So I wasn't seeing the need. So I cannot relate to a lot of moms when it comes to sleep struggle. And if you want my routine around sleep training, I can share. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. But I don't struggle with sleep as much as many moms do. But I know for the first few weeks, that's such a reality. And for my last newborn, which I'm holding right now, there was definitely a struggle when it came to him sleeping in the first week, which I gathered was basically an issue of feeding. The other thing about mothers that I think I've experienced with two of my children, and a little bit of it with Wema, is the issue of just your moods just being all over the place, like the postpartum depression thing. I don't want to call it depression, but like there's a strain that motherhood has on you, and for a moment there's just an emotional roller coaster that you are in that you don't actually even understand yourself. So I can definitely relate to that. Then the third thing is newborns are just unpredictable. One moment, like everything is going on well, the next moment, there's a relapse, and that I think is something that most moms can relate with. And the last thing that I have experienced with him is the fact that this boy waits for you to remove the diaper and clean him. Just as you're putting on the next diaper, he poops on you or he pees on you. There was one time he peed on someone's mouth. I'll not say who, but I don't understand it. I don't understand the rationale. The moment you remove the diaper, he feels like that's the moment to poop. And if you change the diaper, Araka, one of the things that will definitely happen is he will poop on you on the next diaper. The next diaper will have poop in 2 minutes. So that I don't understand. That I don't understand with him. He's also been the child of mine that has struggled with the pacifier the most. Does not like the pacifier, which may be a good thing, maybe a bad thing. I tend to look at pacifiers as a way of giving the child peace because their reflex is to suck on something. When they are sucking on something, it becomes more peaceful. They become more peaceful. So, what are some of my tips? I know I said earlier that I have given birth 4 times, and so like I I think I can be able to give some tips. But one of the things I always tell everyone is every motherhood experience is different. Don't listen to people at the expense of listening to your fifth sense, sixth sense. I don't know what is seventh. I don't know what that sense is. But the senses that mothers are born with. When someone tells you do this, do that, do the other, and all that, they didn't come with a manual as well. No one comes out with a manual. Follow your gut, follow your conscience, make sure everything that you follow is safe. I've had scenarios where I live with people that tell me all manner of things about what is happening. Oh, there's a plastic tooth, oh, whatever, they need to be removed. I'm like, no, this is my child. I trust my gut. If something is wrong, I would know. The baby is just fine. Just let the baby be. And so trust your gut, trust your instincts. Ensure that as much as you hear everyone tell you things about what to do and what not to do, that your gut is leading the way there. The second thing is you need to accept help and accept it a lot. I don't have any problem sleeping the whole day and someone holding the baby and someone. I don't have a problem with it. I know there are certain moms that are clingy and they cannot let go of the child. I take all the help I can get. If someone wants to hold the baby on my behalf, I'll let them hold the baby. When I used to breastfeed, because I breastfed almost exclusively my first two, my first one exclusively for 7 months, my second one for around 4 months until I traveled and I came back and I couldn't recover. The last two have been formula fed. Across board, what I have always understood is what I cannot do is what anyone else cannot do is what I'll do, which is breastfeeding, which is basic stuff. I think it's basically only breastfeeding. Everything else I'll let everyone give me the help that I deserve and that I need so that I can keep my sanity. I think that has really helped me. The third thing that I would like to just share is the fact that you need to develop your own schedule and your own routine. And there might never be a perfect routine when you have babies. Like babies are just babies. They come with their own timelines. They come with whatever they feel needs to happen at the point where it happens. But I'd like to always advise moms to come up with somewhat of a routine and then stick to it. But it will not be perfect, and that's okay. The fourth thing that Maureen does a lot, this one, is take videos and pictures. Maureen has pictures and videos of everything, of everyone, and it's so fascinating to be able to watch children grow. And right now, looking at all the newborns, they look the same. It's so weird. Like all of them look the same. They look like the same person, and it's just so nice to look back at those memories and to see where we came from. And it gives you hope that even when times are tough, like you will always get out of it because you got out of it with the previous one. And so pictures and videos, remember those moments, hold on to those moments, and just always look back on those moments and just see how far you come. The last thing that I want you to be able to understand, and this is something that I tell all moms: be kind to yourself. You're a mother. You're a mother, yes, but then you're not a superhuman. There's so many things you will not know. Motherhood is a journey, one day at a time. It's not a test. It's not something that you have to kill yourself over. Just be. Just understand that you take one day at a time, everything will be fine. The babies always survive. Babies, I think, are the most resilient people, and you might make mistakes along the way, but they will survive. Don't be hard on yourself, and just remember to always be kind to yourself, and remember to prioritize yourself. Get out, get some air, breathe, do the things you like. It's not the end of life. You cannot stop living just because you have a baby. And so living with a newborn is a beautiful journey. It's exhausting. It's an emotional roller coaster. Everything happens at the same time. It's very life changing, and it just makes you to realize that there is truly God, like God exists. In those moments where you sit down and you wonder about a lot of things, I want you to take a moment and to just look at what your body has managed to do, because your body was designed to do it, and because your body was designed to do it, you're also designed to be able to raise a child. So breathe, take it easy. Kids will always be fine. It doesn't matter whether you are formula feeding, you're breastfeeding, you're a CS mom, you're a vaginal birth mom, everything. It does not matter. At the end of the day, what matters is that there's a healthy baby, and that baby is well structured. And the only thing that matters is that you tried your best. So it doesn't matter how people view your motherhood as. If your best is your best, that's good enough. Thank you for watching. I'll share my delivery video in I'll share my birth and delivery video. It's nothing fascinating. It's nothing out of the world. It was just one of the most peaceful deliveries that I've ever experienced. I'll walk with you throughout the lead up to that, the prayers I was making, the kind of routine I had, and all these other things. And I hope to inspire everyone. But for now, Happy New Year once more. I hope as a mother that you enjoy your experience. I hope as a soon-to-be mother that you take it easy and not to be hard on yourself. And as an experienced mother that you take it easier on the young mothers, so that we create an ecosystem of mothers just protecting, no, just being there for one another, and making sure that they understand that the emotional roller coaster that is involved in motherhood, everyone experiences it, and we just need to be kind to each other. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.